And we are back. What's going on, everybody? We are going to hop right into this. Eric, take it away.
Cool. So we're doing an engagement roll for our mission here. We already got our plan. We got our load. Got our extra little equipment rules. We were discussing a little bit of the details of the plan. But other than that, I think we're ready to do it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. So everybody starts with 1 die for just it being, you guys are doing a plan. But then we do the sort of checklist thing that we've been doing going forward here. So there it is. Okay, so we're doing a deception plan. We have the method. So we first have to ask, is this operation overly complex or contingent on many factors? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah, right.
It is pretty bold, though. Just kind of like walk all up in there.
There's one for bold and daring later, I think.
Yeah. No, that's the next part here. If it's bold, you do get 1 die. I think lying to the red sashes and pretending to be one on their turf is pretty dang bold. Okay. So yeah. Does your plan's detail expose the vulnerability of the target to hit them where they're weakest? No. I don't think that's true. Is the target strongest against this approach? Or they have special defenses or preparations? Also no. So I don't think you get a +1 or a -1 die for that one. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight into this operation? I mean, the crows are kind of helping you set this up.
Yep. And does bringing our cohort with us when we normally don't count? Or are they considered part of the crew for this?
They usually get fallen under allies. Because like your cohorts can go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
But this one's explicitly friends or contacts.
Gotcha. I have possibly. Now, this is assuming that you roll this into our con here.
Yeah. So if you want to jockey, do it.
I have a corpse thief contact. Could we somehow, draw people to a dead body of one of their, quote unquote fallen friends or something, and then that's a way to kind of draw them into an alley?
Hell fucking yeah, Sever. It's dope as hell. What's your corpse thief's name?
Eckerd.
Nice. And what'd you call it? What'd you say? Corpse thief something?
No, just corpse thief.
The name of no, you said something. Just 30 seconds ago. I was like, that is my Dark Wave album. But okay.
No. We'll rewind the tape, but yeah.
I just had the mental image of Fox trying to help, and Chalet's been just down in the basement forever, and she's kind of written him off. She gets a good idea. She runs down there. She punches him in the face. It's like, tell me everything you know about the red sashes. And he's like, I don't really know anything. She's like, fuck.
Corpse Thief Contact, I think is what it was. And Corpse Thief Contact is definitely my Dark Wave album. Yeah, so you have a friend helping you. Yeah, I think that's totally fine. I think jockeying that in, being like the Corpse Thief has a red sash, old uniform to help you model stuff off of and things like that works fine, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I love it. Yeah, we'll do that.
Are any enemies or rivals interfering with this operation? No, not that I'm aware of. No. Are there any other elements that I want to consider? No, the crows outfitting you and it there being their plan. The tier doesn't have an effect on you. You all are acting like big boys for this part of the plan. Mostly because the crows are doing all the heavy lifting for you. You just have to be the bodies. Cool.
We're the dirty work.
Yeah. So I think if I did it right, I think that's 3 dice.
It sounds like it.
Cool. One of you 5 gets to be the roller.
Oh, I'm so used to rolling this. I'm not going to do it this time.
All right. So just want to be clear for an engagement roll. Because we did this last time when an engagement roll was really bad in an assault plan, being like, cool, pick these things that are consequences to resist. Engagement rolls don't always have to be that way. In fact, that's kind of like an advanced maneuver that I did. Typically, engagement rolls are just like, this is the starting situation. What do you do? And there's no resistance. So just want you to know that's where we're at. So no pressure.
I'm not sure that I've done one yet, and I think in the spirit of Whip, in his own way, trying to make things right with Coomer and Coomer eventually joining, I think I will volunteer to do it unless somebody has a burning desire to.
No. I was going to volunteer, but you can.
Look, go ahead.
Okay.
Do it. Do it to it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, so 3 dice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.
I
5.
Nice.
Hey, that's
Good.
not perfect.
Nothing is.
So you got a partial. That's always good. So you're kind of a. Okay, so what this is going to look like, right, is so your plan's riding on your deception.
Oh, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I misclicked something.
No, you're good.
Okay.
The plan's riding on a deception.
spoilers.
Who's all in the alley? So I get a picture here. So it's like Shmooze is going forward. Are we doing like we have a prisoner? So like, is there someone pretending to be the crows here? Like,
I think what it
holding-
was that I was probably like, he's robed up, he's got the bloodied mouth and the makeup eye, and I'm kind of like helping him along, like with the goal in mind of right to the drugged in.
And waving the thing.
right. So you're
they gave
following
you.
the same path. You're following the same path to this alley that you did following Hoagie. So that's kind of the way you know how to get here.
You're going into this lion's den.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think what's going to happen here is that because your deception plans requires contact with the guards, obviously, like the guards are going to see you. So
One second, I'm bereft with it. Like, what the fuck are we doing when we're in there? Because I lost that somewhere in translation.
Yeah.
Well,
fuck
see,
'em
that's
up.
the thing. I feel like your plan should be to lure them out of the alley, somewhere where we're positioned to fire at them, so that they don't get into melee range with you.
And how I want to do that is I want to be able to start walking into the alley and then just collapse on the ground. Like I just can't move anymore. Like I'm beat up, I'm injured, I'm sore, I'm unable to move. They have to come out. They have to come out to be able to ascertain what this is. To ascertain, who I am. They've got to come out from where they are, and that's your time to you do you.
Okay.
And you didn't give me like a flashbang or anything, did you? Surely something, Sever. Come on, Sever. You've got tools, baby. You've got to have
I mean, I could give you a smoke bomb or a grenade.
Grenade.
Yep.
Grenade
okay.
would a big bang, I assume, would cause the blue coats to come and show up and start wreaking havoc.
not immediately.
Right, but it would probably start a ticking clock, right? So
Exactly.
yeah, we'll hold on the grenades.
Loud
for the-
noises. Yeah.
Mhm.
Loud noise vis-a-vis gunshots could absolutely draw attention to blue coats, especially in something prolonged like this. The fight that happened outside your place happened so fast that blue coats did eventually show up, but nothing came of it, and you guys weren't around on the scene.
You can get a smoke bomb, or you can get fire oil. It erupts in searing flame upon contact with air.
Fire oil does less damage, or not less noise, right? So
I don't know what it's
Either
going
one.
to count as, but I chose to pack up my demolition tools.
You don't have to choose that stuff now, Bub. You just choose it when you need it.
Yeah, this is what I'm thinking. It might be best used here, but
Oh, okay.
that's
can you
sort
run
of
through what this trance powder I've got is? That's run me through that.
I have it. Trance powder is a glittering blue powder. It induces a pleasant hypnotic trance when inhaled.
Ooh. Okay. Just wanted to keep that in my back pocket. All right, noted. Thank you.
Mhm.
The less noise, the better. But I feel like we're going to make noise regardless. The idea is to draw them out because you don't have anything like a gas grenade or something to knock them out. So the idea is to draw them out of where we are. I'm a prisoner. I'm all beat up. But to the point where I can't move anymore. I'm just, I collapse.
Sure.
halfway.
So the starting position then is like you call out to them, but you haven't succeeded at drawing them out of the alleyway yet. So the situation is going to start off at a risky situation where you have announced yourself, saying something to the effect like you're back. The crows got me good, but I'm here for good. However, now they're asking you to tell. They're suspicious of you, and they're making sure you are who you say you are.
is this that? What's the odds of it being that guy that gave me the red handkerchief?
Make a fortune roll. Make a distance. Higher the better.
Roll fortune, number of die.
1.
Got it. That's not great.
Not great. 1 to 3. So unfortunately, they're not on duty right now.
Okay.
At least in this alleyway.
Okay. Then they haven't taken notice, or they have taken notice.
Yeah, they've taken notice. So like Shmooze has called out to them, being like, the crows messed me up pretty good, something to that effect, right? I imagine that's how your deception plan is going to go. You have to get their attention,
Yeah.
right? But rather than immediately coming to you, they're a little bit skeptical of what's going on. And they ask you like, well, what's the past like?
Okay.
They call out like a pass a shibbolethy pass phrase.
Sure.
And that's where we're at right now.
Are you assuming have you collapsed in the alley?
Yes, at this point.
Okay,
yeah,
then
I'm hobbling a bit. I made it look like I was really struggling.
I'm gonna move forward to them, and I'm gonna hold up the red handkerchief, the Eruvian silk, and as they're saying things, I'm gonna point to my mouth, and getting closer so they can see. I'll show them that I have no tongue, and I'll run. Like I'll show them, and then I'll run back to get him.
Okay. So one of them has their hand on their sword, and another one's like ready to draw a pistol in their sash.
Sure.
And they come up to you as kind of suspiciously. They say in quickly, like in Eruvian, do we know you? And they see your own answer and stuff like it's no matter. Explain.
I quickly like clasp wrist, sort of like shackled both sides, and then I point back to him, and I just try to move. And basically, I'm just trying to pantomime very quickly, like stressed, just like quick, like let's get him out of the street, kind of thing.
Yeah, and this whole time I want to be like groaning on the ground, like I'm writhing, like I'm in pain, like I am not in a good shape.
Can I flashback here, Eric?
Sure. Tell me what you're doing.
I want to flashback to a conversation between myself and Shmooze because I speak perfect Hadrathi, and I know that they do. That's like their native tongue, right? Or what do they speak? Are they?
Yeah, no, Hadrathi would be the Eruvian tongue.
So I basically there's a quick little flashback to as we're planning me teaching Shmooze the Hadrathi words just for help me, like correct pronunciation, just like say these two things as you're like looking super fucked up, just like grown out this, and here's how to do the accent, and I get you to like practice until it's perfect. I'm like, good, okay, right, you got it. So
yep,
you don't need to pull this out. Like, here you go.
I can see him teaching me that, and I'm standing in like front of a mirror trying to get this down right. Yeah,
get the accent perfect. Super sellable.
Part of my whole thing is, I enjoy deceiving people, so that's my whole thing. Like, I perfected this. Cool.
So to lure them out of their like little tiny alleyway here that you're in front of, you're gonna have to convince them, right? And it sounds like you have a pretty good setup in here. So I feel like just one of you all is going to need to make a roll to how much you sell it, and that's probably either Coomer or it might be Shmooze, depending on how we see the scene going. Because both of you have shown pretty well, like setting the stage here.
What do you think, Geef? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that I'm thinking that the selling, the pronunciation would be perfect because that just fits my character. There would be no way I would leave the room, the house where I'm practicing without that being absolutely tip top perfect. There'd be no way. It goes completely against my entire character. So,
do you want to lead the role?
So you're gonna lead the dance.
Do
pretty much.
Roll?
Probably a sway. Yeah, exactly. I want to lead the dance on that one. Unless
Totally.
you have an objection and you want to.
No, by all means. This makes more sense. I look like an outsider at that point. Yeah, I mean, I'm
sounds
definitely
like you're helping
help.
or setting him up somehow or something.
Yeah.
This cloak and dagger, does this come into effect here?
We haven't dropped it yet. We're still trying to convince them
it's only when I drop it,
you
right?
are. Yeah.
I mean,
you drop it.
It says when you use, just run me through because I'm again still new to this. When you use a disguise or other form of convert misdirection, you get 1d to the roll to confuse or deflect suspicion. So
they're suspicious of you. You're doing this to convince them to get out of their thing. You're immediately deflecting suspicion.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
okay,
100%.
What would this be? Sway.
Sway, risky, and I think this is going to be limited, and then you're going to tell me how your load's going to probably something in an item or something like that's going to probably improve it to the full.
Does me not teaching him those words count as, or are we starting at limited even when if he says those?
No, I think we're at limited after you helping.
Okay. Can we double down on that?
Imagine what this looks like is like them seeing you beat up. They're like, in Hadrathi, like, wait a minute, like, why are your clothes like this? Like, why are they so shit? And that kind of stuff, right? Like they haven't put together, and then they're like to Coomer, like, how do you have this? Right?
How do I have it?
Because this doesn't belong to him. They know who this handkerchief belongs to. They're like, how do you have this? Like, what do you do? But they know you can't talk. So like, so now they're just like, this is weird. So, but obviously also it could just be, well, your friend needs help right now, and they're human beings, right? So this is where the convincing comes in. So it's limited.
Then
you could describe your something like your an item that you have, like your disguise kit could help you, for instance. So like anything that's fine could improve your position or your effect level.
I want
you could also push yourself
with a disguise kit. I want to say that I have some, because it's red silk, right? What is it? Is red what exactly?
It's Eruvian silk. So it's explicitly, it has its own special thread count and style that's hard to replicate.
If anyone has a piece of Eruvian silk that's not the red sash, it's 1000% Shmooze. I hoard shit. I've got people's stuff. It's my whole thing. It's my whole gig. If I don't have a piece of Eruvian silk somewhere on my person or in the ability to grab it,
you don't have enough for a full sash, but you have enough that you can use the rest of the materials to make it look good enough.
That's all I need, baby.
Yeah, exactly. So you use the little ribbon to make sure that's the front prominent part, right? So it looks
like tattered and beaten up.
I'm injured, I'm tattered, and I kind of managed to just, because I can hear them, because remember I'm a red sash.
Right.
I basically want to essentially kind of like sort of almost flop out a little bit of the sash that I can, but I'm just groaning and writhing in pain. So they see a glimpse of it, but then I roll over, and so the sash goes with me.
Yep. Mark that using your fine disguise kit. So that's part of your load that's now spent, and now your effect is standard.
So a
Can
sway
I assist?
risky. You going?
Risky standard.
Sorry.
Yep, cool. Thank you.
how many bonus dice will they get from us there, or we were just improving his effect?
I get 1 from Cloak and Dagger, correct?
You haven't mechanically helped him yet. I mean, technically everything else has been said, but if you want to say like I spent a stress to help him.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, then that's what I'll do. I will.
Can multiple people
assuming
assist
Shmooze
him?
wants your help. No.
Okay.
Only.
But I can assist him without using stress at all. I have one more uses of that, so I'd rather.
And that could just.
Oh, sure. Then by all means, I'll save my stress for a more important time.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I'm using my other foresight. Teaching you the word is my helping you narratively. It doesn't really matter how I do it.
Then you also teach them like some hand signal or like some other thing that's like totally like a Hadrathi or some sort of like cultural deep cut that really sells it. And,
like a slang way to say like hurry up.
Yeah.
As he's like
or like some kind of idiom or something. Yeah, exactly.
On,
right.
Right.
That is just
they're like,
no one
this
else
guy's
would
legit.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Cool. So you get a bonus die from me as well.
Yeah.
So that represents the bonus die.
Cool.
Risky standard 2 bonus die then, because in Cloak and Dagger.
You got it. Yeah. This should be a pretty good roll for you.
Should
like
be,
Wait, can you push yourself too? If you push yourself for a third one.
Yeah. You want to spend 2 more stress? You could.
He should be at 5 dice.
I mean, look,
right
if
now.
you want to burn
Do it,
yourself
do it,
with
do it.
stress before you get to resisting,
he should be
my guess.
He should be at 5 dice. He's getting
fine
2
with
bonus
it.
die, plus his sway is likely at 3.
It's at 2.
No, it's 2.
It's at 2.
My sway is at 2. My resolve is at 3.
If you crit this with our element of surprises,
would you
I don't know.
believe?
you can push yourself or not.
Everything's frozen. I'm doing it
Good.
again. Hang on. Risky standard 2. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, yes. Feels good.
That looks like a 6 to me.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah. Damn right.
All right. Yeah. So they're gonna head out of the alley to assist. Right. I'm like, demons, damn it, and Hadrathi, and yeah. So they're gonna go try to immediately kind of get disarmed a little bit as they go to begin to triage.
I would like to
check you out.
flashback again as well, Eric.
Okay.
Tell me more.
I mean, tell me what you want to do.
What I want to do is after there's been some time between us getting the plan and then executing on the plan. from when we see, because right now we're watching the Coomer and Shmooze show. Everybody else is assumed to be kind of like hiding, right? I want
Lurking.
to,
Yeah.
because we
They're
have
hiding nearby.
because we have those tier 2 guns, I want to get myself and the elite cohort that we have with me, and I want to flash back to while you guys are getting dressed up and while Shmooze is practicing everything in the mirror and doing all this stuff, we are using climbing gear to climb to the top of where the alley is, where all this is going to go down, and get in position. So when they start to come out, we can just level the guns on them in a fatal funnel and shoot down from the top. The 4 of us.
So you want to flash back to lead a group action to prowl to the building tops?
Yeah.
Being in position? Sure, let's do that. Here's the deal. I will say this you could just pay for it for 3 stress right now.
Okay.
Or we can do the whole group action. And you can take the
ooh.
variable of 4 people rolling and everything.
Could I? So what would they be rolling though?
I mean, you would be leading the group action.
In a prowl. Well, I don't
Yeah,
know. I guess
prowl.
if Sever and Fox are coming with me, what would we roll for the cohort? I guess is the question. Because what I would do is I would just
just roll their tier.
Okay, I would use Rook's Gambit to then use command and tell them, like, and basically narratively say, like,
Yeah, and you
the
command
plan
them
is
to do it.
actualized by me telling them, okay, here's what we're gonna
Yeah.
do. Right.
Sure.
But 3 stress seems like a pretty good deal without having to burn other resources. So I will just take the 3 stress. I'll take a 3 stress flashback because I was willing to pay 3 stress for it anyways. So we are in position, guns leveled, and as soon as they come out and to where they're not yet to Coomer and
Offensive.
Shmooze, we just fucking murder them.
Yeah.
With our
Yeah, you're spending 3 stress to be in position. So you're not in like every rooftop on top of this alley. You're just on top of the rooftops that
like,
look
lining
down
both ways.
at the
yeah.
opening of this alley that your plan absolutely hinges on. Just so it's clear.
Okay. So basically, as soon as they
You would
come
have
out
to
into
jump
view,
through, yeah. Yeah,
we
exactly.
can still
right.
shoot them from where we are at, and they can't
Yeah,
reach
you're
us
in
with
a
swords.
position to shoot on. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But
Right.
but for example, if this goes to shit and start running, you're not in a position anymore to shoot them. But you are on roof, so you have to just would describe prowling across the rooftop to get in the position to shoot
So
again.
yeah, as soon as
right?
they come into view, the group of them, I'm gonna command people to open fire.
Okay.
All right.
That's the move.
All right. Cool. All right. Just so it's clear though, because these aren't the only guards in the alley, right? These are just like the front 2. There's more.
I thought it was
deeper
like 3 or
into-
4. I was hoping. to
Yeah,
get,
exactly.
the
Like
first
you
group.
should expect at least 4 guards, and and there's only 2 right now, right?
It's fine. I'll take 7v2.
Yeah. No, I mean these are good
Yeah.
odds.
Yeah. I'll
However,
take 7v2.
yeah, you are going to be shooting and obviously then causing heat and sound and stuff like that. So if that
Okay.
affects the
Possible.
situation and your plan, I just want you to be, full information.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know
let's
if you
do
want to
that.
like narrate them walking out or just you want to cut to straight to me going.
No, you already got it. Yeah,
Fire.
Shmooze nailed it, right?
Okay. So do I
Shmooze
roll-
nailed them coming out. So then camera goes to the rooftop of like behind the rooftop of the whole crew, kind of standing up, ready to go and fire. Yeah, works for me.
Okay. I guess you just see Whip. You like take a deep breath. The camera cuts down to like where Fox and Sever are hiding, and then back up, and then he just says, "Fucking do it."
Out of curiosity, can I do?
Please let me caw.
Can I do a flashback
Ooh.
to give us all eye blind powder, so we could blind these like in case if we see that not enough people have come out, we could blind the people that do come out, force the others out as they like scream for help, and then we can start firing on them.
That's like 5 uses of eye blind powder. You have
Yeah.
5
Isn't it-
uses of eye blind powder available.
I thought you said there's
You said giving
2
it to
people came
everybody.
out.
Oh,
No,
you
sorry,
Meant,
I
you
meant
meant to
to-
hit both of them.
Yeah, I meant to like
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, totally.
Sever, keep in mind that the second part of Cloak and Dagger is going to get kicked in as soon as, like, right before we fire, and they're going to, like, we already have the initiative anyway, so that might be duplicating a thing. I'm not sure Eric wants to solve that.
No, eyeblind powder would absolutely, yes, it would help the front end where you already have surprise and these people will be blinded. It would help for subsequent rounds too. Like, Cloak and Dagger only works for one instance, and then it's all no holds barred.
Yeah, because we have to remember,
eyeblind would be persistent.
And we have to remember these people are really good at melee, and they're like literally right there with Coomer and Shmooze. So if we can hinder them in some way while we draw other people out, then we can like
using them as human shields would absolutely be like their only chance, right?
Are you on the other side of the roof, like getting ready to like drop it down on them? Did you come up with us, or are you somewhere else?
I was gonna give it to them since they're like closer, right? They'll have a better shot of actually.
Oh, like we throw it down onto them from the roof and then shoot them.
No, I meant give it to Coomer and to Shmooze.
Oh yeah.
That way they can just like.
And that's him breaking the disguise. Is him going, aha.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Go fish.
Okay, so then we cut to this ambush, right?
Let's go.
Sure. So I think the position here is risky. Arms absolutely possible. And I think it's standard.
This is two separate uses of eyeblind. Like I have to mark 2 slots in my bandolier.
Yeah, because I guess when is the eyeblind? Is you throwing the eyeblind like the start of the battle?
Them throwing it, yes.
Oh right, yeah, you're just flashing back to have it, which I think is just gear of your bandolier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like since it's 2 different vials that they would have, it says that I can make 3, or that I would have 3 doses of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's 1 slot or 3 slots.
I think it's one slot for 3 doses.
1 slot for 3 doses. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So you all have 3 doses. I guess I'll give each of you 1, and then I'll hold on to a third.
Oh, so I guess so. What this looks like is that like these couple are coming out, like how how Cloak and Dagger goes off is you break the surprise. One of you throws 1 at their feet to blind them. The other one chucks it down to the alley, like where they came from, so that anybody who comes through that has to run through a cloud of eyeblind powder. And then you see me go fucking get him, and then just bang, 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 right? Is that what we're thinking?
That sounds fine to me. Does each dose have to hit 1 person?
No. I think what would happen here is there's enough eyeblind powder in 1 dose to hit. I think it's an area. Like I think of it kind of like a flashbang, right? It's going to explode off. The thing is, though, I don't know how you're not going to hit Shmooze. They're like literally like on top of Shmooze's body, right?
They're walking to. There's another one that came out. You said they started to come out of the alley, and we want to get him before they like get. We want to get him right before he gets to his body, like before that distance is covered, so that we can shoot them and eyeblind them.
Okay. Then it's risky. It's just that, yeah, okay. The risk here is that you would be getting extra people in eyeblind. Right. That's risky. Okay.
You might not get out of the radius.
I'm kind of like rolling on the ground, like my face is on the ground. Does my orientation change that?
It's just like an area.
It's a grenade. It doesn't matter. No.
Shot?
Okay, you're gonna breathe it in.
But my eyes are closed.
Dude, your friend, it doesn't matter. You go into onion. Look, someone was chopping onions. It doesn't matter how you look. You're gonna get it. Okay.
Sure.
You're gonna start crying.
The best that I could do with my flashback maybe is like also say that I provided like little plugs for your nostrils and maybe something for your like eye cover. And you goggles.
That sounds like, we're getting ahead. This is a thing that happens in Blades like all of the time, where we get ahead of ourselves and start hedging gear before consequences that haven't even arisen yet. So let's make the roll first and then go from there. Okay. Cool. Then we can determine what's in everyone's nostrils.
Gotcha. Okay, got it.
All right.
So I'm commanding. You said risky standard.
Risky standard. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm commanding them to murder these guys.
And cloak and dagger comes into play.
Cloak and dagger comes into play, so we have this initiative surprise.
Throw off your disguise.
I have this ability when I command a cohort in combat, which I'm doing.
You get +1 effect.
They get +1 effect, so it's risky great.
Yeah.
Now.
They do.
No,
And I am going to push myself. And I don't think anybody can assist me.
No.
I think we're all playing our part. Not sure how we can.
Well, it seems like it's a group action.
Oh, that's
So it's
true.
not like
So-
necessarily people are assisting you. It's just that everybody's helping. Except, I guess in this case, you're using command.
Yeah, I'm using command to just tell them what to do.
No, I think it's just your role, man. I think using command just means it's your role. Someone could obviously help your role somehow by paying a stress and then describing how you help. But otherwise, I don't think you help a group action of group commanding.
Okay. Yeah, so I think Fox is the only one who's not doing something right now who could potentially maybe help. I mean, she could be up there with a gun.
Yeah, that's just how you're helping.
If you want to be.
Can I just make bird noises?
You can make bird noises. It just won't be conferring a die and a 4 point of stress.
So you're just sitting on the roof somewhere, just
Looking off into the nice sunset while everyone else is in turmoil. Just I'll have a gun. I'll take some stress. I'll help out. I don't have to just make bird noises. I can do both.
Okay.
So risky, great, and 2 bonus dice.
Yep.
Okay.
This is what your
here we
character is
go.
designed to do.
Yep.
You spent so long to get to this moment.
This is
exactly.
Here we go. This is gonna go so badly.
Yep.
Yeah, 5, 3, 3, 1.
You still only get a 5.
Still got a 5, but it's a 5 with great effect and risky, so that's still pretty fucking good.
Right. So I think the answer here is that you're going to succeed. You're going to take them down. I think the obvious consequences here is that the eye blind powder is going to totally hit Shmooze.
It's gonna be
And
blind.
And I want to be rolling around after they're dead and be like, oh, my eyes, my handsome eyes. Oh, oh, you guys are idiots. Who was this? When I can see you again, I'm gonna read it.
You can resist this consequence, Shmooze.
Yeah, can I resist this actually?
You can resist this.
Totally.
Yeah. I think this would just be level 1 harm, like irritated eyes or something like that, you know?
Okay.
Like it's the idea of the residual like pain in your eyes after the eye blind wears off, that like your eyes are still kind of like twinkly, and you know it's the part of the after the flashbang of everything's super bright, like you just stared at a light too long.
Yeah.
You know, where you're just like, God,
I want Shmooze to be blind forever.
minor headache.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Jesus.
So that's the consequence. The consequence is that Shmooze, you take level 1 harm, post blind, something like that, right? Whatever you want to call it.
Post blind,
but you can resist it.
I'm gonna resist it. Yeah.
You get an extra bonus die.
Yeah, technically, Mitch could somehow anyone could step up to protect to resist too somehow, but
you could roll with resolve.
Tell me how you resist.
You better believe I'm doing that. I'm rolling.
Tell me how you resist. Do you have any gear that might help you? And describe you resisting like with prowess with some gear, like a gas mask. I don't know, like some sort of filter, or like you bring something the cloak over your eyes or something.
It's a disguise kit, but I nick things, so I would like to say I have Sever's Plague Doctor mask. I'd like to say I've got that because that's totally my
slip it on.
Yeah, would happily give that to you.
Yeah, just to slide that on, and I'd like
robes.
Sever at some point goes to look for that and goes, wait a fucking minute. And I'm just as you're going, wait a fucking minute, I'm just casually sliding that on my face. Yeah, it's I nick that.
That's a Shmooze. That's a big Shmooze energy play.
ESE.
Okay. Yeah, so then you're gonna resist with something then. Yeah, I guess. I mean, that could just be quick thinking. It could be insight. But it could also just be resolve. Or just relying on the mask could be prowess. Like I'm giving it to you.
Yeah, more than Mitch.
Oh, I had Eric. Does anybody notice this all go on? Like, do people? I guess their friends would kind of see what's going on, right? The other
No,
two
they would have
guys?
heard the sound though.
They would have heard it. Okay. Okay. I was gonna say Fox has the ability when you unleash physical violence, which she did. It's especially frightening. So if that ever comes into play, we're now dealing with people who are terrified of us.
Yeah, that's really good.
Okay. Oh, wait. So yeah, resolve. So I've got 3. Do I get a bonus die from that? Because wait, do I? No, I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah, everyone does. Your crew gets a bonus die to resist rolls.
Hell yeah. So resolve bonus die 1. Thank you. Cool. Let's do it.
Okay. So you minus the highest result. Well, you got a 4. So it's going to cost you 2 stress to do this. But yeah, ignore all the effects. The mask takes it.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Granted, they're dead. I mean, that's what happens when you get shot by 7 people.
In slow motion.
Not by like
with
random hand cannons either, but these are good guns that actually shoot.
My eyes are good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, I want to be like, oh, my handsome eyes, I sweat. Oh, never mind, we're good. Okay, we're fine. Crisis averted. We're good. Not a problem. It's all good. Don't worry about me. I'm fine, guys. Thanks for asking. Oh, what are these guys? Oh, they're dead. That's fine. Thank you.
Bang, bang, bang.
That was it.
Does anybody else come out of the house?
No, but I think the people in the alley and stuff probably, this wasn't part of the consequence, so it feels weird to like put this on, but I'm sure the people of Doskvol probably at least heard this and saw this, so like heat is, but that's just heat from killing is going to come into play here. So did anyone else see this? No one saw this. This was,
I feel like at this point,
as part of the success of your ambush and getting a 6 and convincing them out of here and stuff like that, is that all those little things are kind of taken care of for you. The best possible circumstances are in your favor here. And that you're smart enough to have covered those things for this moment, and so that's how it's going.
I feel like at this point, this is the part where we cut to like Lily and cohort crew, like literally kicking down the door with not to be trifled with, and just fucking 2 dudes up, like 2v5. Wait, you said there's like 6 of us, so it's like 2v6, 2v7 with our cohort, right? Like we rappel down SWAT style. Like run to the door because we only knew there was 4, maybe 5 tops, and Lily just fucking murders everybody as Fox the Devilish Whirlwind. Is the plan that I'm putting forth that she will, if you want to do that, I will back you up with the cohort.
Yes.
Controlling. Because 2v6 are odds that I would take, especially since we have fucking badass weapons.
So you're basically halfway done securing the alleyway up here. So you're going to use the rest of it by running down this alleyway, looking for them and beating the shit out of them.
Well, like, so what's I guess the question is, what's the other half securing the alleyway, right?
You tell me. The threat is that this alleyway isn't secure. There's still red sashes presence. They can't get, and the crows can't get to the sewers to begin the next phase until this is taken care of.
Yeah, I think I want to put forth the idea that the only thing we need to do to control the alleyway is get bodies in there and basically get to the entrance to the sewer. So all we got to do, because we have the advantage, is bum rush that entrance.
So,
and then
hold
it down.
Yes, but I would also like to point out this isn't the only course of attack. For example, I know it seems like we just want everything just be a hammer, and and we should use this because I gave you weapons and things like that. But like Shmooze could just easily be like, I'm gonna flashback to being like me palling around with these red sashes and buying them off for this night. They're not actually here, and like winning it that way. Like there are ways to win this that aren't just murder.
And give Fox
or slipping them drugs so they're stupid out beforehand. Like that's how you do stuff in flashback. So like when you go to kick down the door, you see they're already taken care of. Right? And the clock's done. Like there's other ways of doing it.
I would like to actually have a flashback there. I wouldn't give them money because that's my stuff, but I would definitely give them trance powder, and I would be able to convince them that it's high quality narcotics. That's totally in my wheelhouse.
Well, they do like to run drug dens, so getting extra access to drugs seems pretty lucrative for selling, but I'm not sure they would take them.
They wouldn't.
But buying them off by saying like you're going to give them drugs here.
We could always do a flashback for Lily. letting her
Yeah.
lure
Like
them out
Fox,
with
Fox
feminine
can-
wiles.
Or flashback to Lily just wiping their hands off, like, oh, those guys already took care of them. These were the last
Yes,
ones.
Please, I ate them.
Oh, like she surprise attacked them at like at a
Yeah,
at a
she already
point
took care of
later
it.
and
Surprise
just
attacked
murder.
them, took bodies home, and made pies.
Oh,
I leave it up to. Okay, that's too far.
No, that's.
Very sweet.
Where do you think meat
But
comes
look,
from
I'm
in
leaving
this
it- I'm
godforsaken
leaving between
town?
Lily and Geef. Settle among yourselves. Who wants to do this? I guess a flashback here to have handled. these other
You know what, Fox? You can have this one because I'm interested to see if you go less Sweeney Todd. I'm going for your life.
No, more Sweeney
Okay.
Todd. That's it.
Cool. So you want to flashback to taking care of them?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about what that looks like, right?
Okay.
So you're basically cutting back to murder. How'd you take care of them? Probably with gratuitous violence, right?
Yeah, gratuitous amounts of violence. So Fox is like, I don't know how to really set the scene for this one. I guess she's just walking around prowling for
A lay.
ween.
Good
And
swordsmanship.
Ween fishing.
Melee prowess.
tier 3 melee prowess.
Melee prowess, yeah.
And she wanders into the wrong alley, not thinking about anything. And the Red Sashes probably would come out and be like, "Oh, papa, you're on our turf." And then
Are they Italian?
And dead.
That's racist.
and then they're
Continue.
Yeah. So
Against the
you're basically
Ruvians, come
flashing
on.
back to take care of these two guards with it sounds like skirmish.
yeah, let's do skirmish. And they just pick the wrong fight.
I'm warning you about the skirmish though.
Oh, why?
Not to
Oh,
be
that's right,
trifled
because
with.
they're long
Not to be
swords.
trifled with.
They're long swords.
that ween fishing, long swords.
So keep that in mind.
Oh my god, she asks them to have sex and they didn't take it good. That's what happened.
She gets mad.
You just
and
wear them
murders
out.
them.
You just wear them out and then kill them when they're resting.
Oh yeah, let's do a
Black Widow.
gangbang. And
So
then
something-
when they're exhausted, then I kill them.
So is your modus, your ammo?
you
The way
have
that you do
something-
it is like you give me the dick or you die. Is that basically how?
So
Oh, no.
I think Panic was pointing out something that you have something that can kind of negate what the Red Sashes do, but it requires you to push yourself to do it.
Right.
That's
Not to be
not-
trifled with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes you equal footing. You know, I would count that as fine. They get hits on you, but you just don't care because you're so much of a badass. Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, let's do that, Fox. So let's say this is starting off at, I think, it's desperate, but desperate standard. You have the gear and quality that tier doesn't matter, but desperate because of harm. The risk of stuff here is okay. You don't even have to. You don't even care. You didn't even ask, like, "Oh, go and push myself." You want to dice or anything like that.
She believes in the heart of the cards.
You did push yourself to get the not to be trifled with, but you just roll a 6, and so there, of course, they're taken care of. So, the fuck, Lily? You're just like fucking skipping through the tutorial and then like speed running the level. You're like, whatever.
I just clenched so hard
That's
hearing
how I
that
play
noise.
video games. That's exactly how I do shit.
The dialogue is like, what? The traveler.
New world record.
Yeah, awesome, cool. Yeah. So don't
Oh,
forget to
you're
mark
welcome.
experience. Don't forget to mark experience in prowess for rolling a desperate roll.
Oh
there.
my
But,
God.
Yeah. Describe So you just cut them up. Is that what you do? You kill them with their own sashes. Like, what is it? How do you kill them?
Beyblade.
Beyblade
My
again.
Beyblade. No, I think I just use my hands.
Yeah.
I just like go straight in there, like underhook by the rib cage and kind of just
Yeah, you just Jesus Christ. You just like catch one.
Yum.
Yeah, you catch them by surprise, and it's like you just do that. And the other one's just like stunned for a minute, and then you just see like the shadow on their face, and we just cut to Nice thing, right?
Mid-stroke,
Fucking
they just
monster.
both die and have no idea what happened.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Cool. So no one.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So there's
I know
so
why I
the,
created
so
that.
the alley is secure then, I guess.
Yeah.
Ish until we
Cool.
hear the crows.
Yeah, dude, we're good.
So you secured it for the crows. This is not the full mission.
Smoking a cigarette on the roof.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Fucking
meant
idiots don't
till
even
we
know.
till we hear the spirit seeker crows, because now there are 4 bodies.
There is There are 4 bodies. But as far other than that of it being pretty loud and bodies, you haven't drawn extra heat to yourself. Okay, so right, so you get to the sewer grate. The sewer grate is not like arcane locked or anything protected. It's just a sewer grate. It's just the point is that it's a valuable location. So you have to go. Actually, let me make a fortune roll quick. Because this is a shitty labyrinthine alleyway.
What's the fortune roll for?
This is the crows. Was the crows' information actually as good as?
Oh.
So let me roll a fortune roll.
Because it's a really confusing area.
Yeah. I got a 6. Okay, so don't worry about it. They're fine. Yeah. So
Eric.
again, this is the drafts, right? I described it as sort of like it's a lot of like false edges. I kind of think of like the Court of Miracles idea from old France. No. Okay.
No.
Got.
I think I vaguely know what you're talking about. Let's see.
Yeah. Notre Dame.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a second.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Underneath.
Court of Miracles. Yeah.
Yeah. Slum district. Okay, yeah.
Right. So like a lot of dead ends, a lot of slummy, like zigzaggy, really really narrow streets. So it's really like just hard to get around. So anyways, yeah. So you know where you're going now. No problem. You make it to the sewer grate. Sewer grate's not locked or anything. It's a valuable location because it gets you access. However, what awaits you in the tunnel is going to be the problem, and that's where they're going to need your help. So the crows, the 3 of them come down with you. They got like extra backpacks and stuff of gear, and now you know why they're bringing this gear. You're going to be mining through these walls that are underground, basically the foundations of this place, to break into the safe of the Red Sashes.
Well, shit.
So again, think of the sewers in this area as very complex and ancient. When I say complex, I mean these ancient sewers have been renovated many a time over, so it's almost like a strata of levels of how old this place is. And you guys are going across like the humming and the bumping and bits of the steam vents above you, right? Like when the heat turns on, you like the clicking and stuff and the hissing of the steam vents and the wheels, all the pneumatic stuff going on. But then like you go under that kind of stuff and you go in sort of like the mid-level of the sewers, and it's just like real old. And I think the crows have some sort of like little like lanterns out as you guys are going around here. Just smells terrible, but you know it's the sewers. It's nothing like the gondoliers deep, but it's just fine. Just giving you an idea of like how deep and weird the sewers are of Doskvol. Anyways, yeah, you get to what's supposed to be like, hey, okay, so this is the spot. It just looks like any spot on the wall. How would they know? But the crows have a plan for this, and they're going to tell you to get through, to start helping them get through this wall. They warn you that this place apparently is they have it like ghost warded or something, but they're like, we couldn't confirm it, and they kind of look at you like the void was supposed to tell us that, but they didn't.
Womp womp.
So now that you're in this presence, it's possible that it is, if someone could attune or something like that, or study it as a way of like, yeah, there's a good chance it's actually something to that, or maybe that's just a lie. But other than that,
what do they need to know specifically again? How did you put it?
The crows tell you that the rumor was that this place might be ghost warded or have
yeah.
arcane wards and traps, but they couldn't confirm it before the start of the plan. So imagine literally people coming out like wrecking crew, like literally like
it could be haunted.
jackhammer kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
you're
I'm
gonna
just going to compel the ghosts or whatever it is that's haunting them to appear before me and obey the order that I give it.
Could. Yeah, or like the thing is they're not sure if there's ghosts in the first place or if there's any sort of extra wards or protections to get down here.
But if there was a ghost, it would know, right?
Yeah. right now nothing's like freezing up or fogging up, so there's not like a sign of any ghost activity. But similarly, like remember we saw the safe that was sort of have that like shimmering effect to it. You know, the wall doesn't seem to have that, but who knows the further you get down into it, and is it by then is it too late? It's like one of those things where like, I don't know, man. You're drilling through hundreds of year-old weird masonry rock that's like haunted and spelled on. I don't know. They don't know.
Can I flashback to going and talking to Paikola, my gondolier friend, who the gondoliers really know the sewers really well, and they would be able to tell me if something like that existed down here.
Sure, but that's gonna be too stressed because you had to do this job like now, and like I don't know when you would have gotten the time to even know about this plan. Okay,
but yeah, I want to go talk to him and be like, hey, what's down here? What's going
on? Sure. Okay. So let's see. The gondoliers would flat out no, because they're a tier 3 faction, and there's their power. The walls and stuff there aren't, but just this part of beneath Bagley is just it attracts ghosts.
Okay, so I'm gonna compel.
So the idea of making noise and things in these sewers could draw the attention of ghosts, but nothing here points to being arcane warded.
Okay, so knowing that, I will just then compel whatever this force and nearby ghosts to appear before me in order, obey an order that I give it.
That will spook out everybody, but yes, you can do that.
I can probably like tell them to like go back up the tunnel a little bit. So I'm only, so you know, because we're at this like wall, right? Where like this is the area, but we're afraid to dig here type thing. I'd just be like, hey, go like 100 meters back that way, so that nobody gets blown up or even can potentially even see it.
Are you going to tell people what you're doing and why?
I'm going to say, there's a reason that Crow's brought us on this, just straight to these other guys. There's a reason you brought us on this job. I can deal with the ghosts if you want to give me a minute, or you can start digging. It's your choice.
You're like, no, take care of it, man.
All right.
I love how you play other characters to their own perfect intentions without being like, no, I want to see this. You're just like, no, fuck that. Like, I'm lazy.
They don't.
That's extra work.
They don't fuck with ghosts, man.
So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna use Rook's Gambit to use command instead of attune for my compel.
Okay.
So then summon a ghost.
No, Dothrak. Yeah, and you just
yeah,
falling out.
So I'll take 2 more stress. Okay. Oh, it's fine. What's the roll type? Is this
Your intention is to summon a ghost to what? Or, like, isn't it just like repel ghosts? Like you're not really you're not summoning a ghost to you, but more like creating an anti-ghost ward. Right?
Well, what I'm doing is whatever I think is haunting this place, I'm compelling the haunting thing, which is I think a ghost, to appear before me, and I'm gonna tell it to go the fuck away and never come back. Because I can the 2 part is I make it appear, and the other part is that I can tell it what to do. I could even I could even just say, hey, protect me for the next 24 hours.
That would probably be the best way of doing it, only because it's not like you're worried about one ghost. It's like, imagine beneath Crow's Foot is a hive, and you're like, you could compel a bee. Like, well, there's plenty of other bees.
Gotcha.
So yeah. Crow's Foot more than anywhere else has the most ghosts on the loose.
Okay.
So to speak.
So I will attune or command the biggest thing that I can find in that area to like basically help mask or like I act as a bodyguard for the next however many hours, and or make it so that we can pass more unnoticed. I don't know. It depends how you want to do it as a GM, but that's my intention.
Sure. Yeah, you're just trying to ward this place. You're trying to get a ghost help to help you with the rest of this mission. I got you.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell me what I need to know to pass this place without, you know.
So you're gonna try to command it.
Yep.
You're gonna have to like kind of expose yourself to whatever ghost shows up, and then once the ghost shows up, you have to like treat with it in a way that's not just like you can't just like throw a it's not just walk through wild grass and it shows up like Pokemon or something like that. It's like it doesn't work on a generic level. Compel works on a specific level. So, I think it's just kind of technically like a tune, but it's kind of just, you're just leaving yourself open for ghosts to show up. You're just kind of like being a beacon for ghosts.
Yeah, I mean, like the compel says, I can force it. Like, so if there is a nearby ghost, I can force it to appear in front of me, and then it has to obey an order that I give. So I would assume if I compel and there is one around,
yeah, it
automatically pops up.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
Well, it has to do what I say.
Mm-hmm.
So risky, desperate command roll?
Commanding a ghost down here where it's a crapshoot of what shows up. It could be like a feral ghost. It could be like a ghoul. It could be something terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be pretty. I think risky is pretty good.
Okay.
I honestly risky standard.
I will trade position for effect then.
Okay, you want desperate great?
Desperate great. And
awesome.
I want a devil's bargain as well.
What do you?
Okay.
Anyone have any ideas for a good devil's bargain in this situation? Because remember, it doesn't have to just be me. Anyone can suggest a devil's bargain.
Maybe you find the right ghost we need, but as the negative, maybe your link to that.
Oh, I think the
yeah.
devil's bargain.
Do you have a void flashback or something doing this?
What would that do?
He's being haunted, right? Like he's being stalked.
Yeah, I'm being haunted. Yeah.
What's better than this is the emblem burning into his head, becoming
exactly.
visible.
I was gonna say you take harm from the flashback from your emblem.
So when we see you, it's just like there it is.
Yeah,
like,
the throne.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the throne gets etched on you.
Sick.
Yeah.
Permanently, or like it's burning and it'll slowly start to fade over like
it'll fade over
long time.
Yeah, it fades over time. But the more you do ghost stuff, it's part of you now.
All right. Cool. Shit. All right.
Yeah.
You're just
thanks, Bubs.
yourself up. It's great. You're just like, can I hurt myself? Yes.
He's like 3 traumas.
Nobody.
Like 4 stress left before he's literally dead in the game.
Nobody. I have 2 stress.
Retires.
Well, before I trauma again. And nobody can assist me, right? There's nobody has anything.
They can. And technically, you can tell me what to do, tell me what to say, and they can help you with attuning.
Yeah. Does anybody want to help me for an extra bonus die?
I'm already on 5 strat. No,
I'll help you.
Cool.
Okay, sure. You got me. I'll do it. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm for it.
I can only have one person help me, and we need to
Okay.
figure out how you're going to help me. But that does give me a bonus die.
Ooh. Okay.
Do we want to just roll narratively depending on what happens? You tell how you assist, or do
Sever
we
could maybe help you? I could see because he's Taikarosi and he knows he's like half demon. Maybe he like knows some. He like starts whispering stuff to like draw in something favorable.
So here's something that we never discussed a lot about.
Maybe we use your blood.
This is actually yeah. So I'm so glad you brought this up, Oz, because this is true for other people too. You all are Dagger Isles, folks. Dagger Isles culturally are interesting in the fact that they are always travelers. They're pretty insular, and they have their own superstitions and ways of handling ghosts. So if there is something that you think that either someone like an older Dagger Isles friend or someone taught you that, or if you would completely were excluded from Dagger's Isle culture at all in your life and you just really don't know them, and that's would be the case too. But if you want to say like I can call on my Dagger Isles heritage to help out,
oh, that's fun.
You could do that.
Yeah.
Would that count for a Taikarosi though?
No.
Well, yeah, because we're from, but
It could even be
that's not
something
really my
simple,
past
right? Like
so much,
heritage.
yeah.
Like I don't know if it's true everywhere, but there's a saying here in Indiana: when you are driving by a graveyard, you should lift your feet.
Yeah.
I've heard hold your breath. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Same.
It's that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And like you tell everyone here to hold their goddamn breath until he's done. Like, yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Taikarosi is
That's
definitely
like
more
John
demon.
Constantine. Yeah. Hold your
But
breath.
also we haven't discussed a lot what Taikarosi can do. In terms of their culture. They're kind of mysterious and they're basically the elves of the world.
right. So like I can just imagine right now Sever just going like it was just like doing like that kind of like warbly demony stuff to like attract something.
Oh, just helping them attract. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you like cut yourself a little bit and your blood comes out and it starts to like float in the air because you're like part demon or something.
Are we all nearby?
Ooh, yeah, it just like trails around.
Yeah.
So this is getting real tense. This is getting very, very tense, and you're doing all your demony talk. I'm like, wait, mate, wait, Sever, slow it down. You'll summon my ex. No one laughs, and you just keep doing your demon talk, and blood keeps going around. I'm like, okay.
Okay, so that gives you take a stress, I take a bonus die.
You want a devil's bargain?
We already took a devil's bargain, didn't we?
No, I think you offered one. You haven't. You said you were open to one, but we never gave you the terms for one, right?
Oh, I thought you said the devil's bargain was that the throne burned on my
burned into his head.
Burned on my.
Oh, that's
forehead.
right. We did. We
Yeah.
We already said that. My bad.
Yeah, so I have one from the devil's bargain, one from this. I'm rolling 3, so I'm rolling 5 total, and this is desperate. Great.
Yeah.
And the blood that's like trailing in the air is starting to like get on fire.
Oh, there's your 6. Oh shit.
Yes.
Oh shit!
Jesus Christ.
All right, cool. Awesome. So you get bird. Bird. What? Yeah. So.
Just a light call. Anyway, sorry, keep going.
All of a sudden, Rorik's ghost shows up.
It's not Rorik, no, but it's
What are you
actually
doing here?
it is before the crows were the crows, before they took over the Erie. It's long before that. Bird is like a legendary criminal gang boss from like, stories long ago. Known for being utterly ruthless, but also being one of the only people ever to blackmail the entire Doskvol council and get away with it. He's basically a legend. Yeah, right. And you got him.
Never meet your heroes, kids.
Never meet your heroes.
Yeah, I got him.
Blackmail
He
the
appears
entire
before me.
Doskvol council, huh?
Yeah. He died. He died indistinguishably, massively in debt.
Nice. The order that I give him is take us through this safely to the Red Sash's hideout.
He can't talk, so he just nods.
Doesn't
So
have a
imagine,
jaw.
so to everyone else except for, Whip, you all are like, hold your breath and don't look. And it's literally the feeling of like when the hobbits are huddling underneath that hole where the Nazgul like goes over. It's that feeling, right? Like it's like the whole room chills down, and you
Desperately gripping my pig.
Yeah. Exactly, right? And there's this light or this shadow without light that sort of just moves through these sewers. And you can see like the hissing steam like freezes up in the air, right, as it like moves by. And then it gets closer to Whip, and then you begin to hear the ringling jangling of chains and like spurs, almost like the sounds of footsteps, and like all of like the jewelry and pocket watch stuff that Bird used to always flaunt around. He shows up. It's Bird, because Bird was bald, kind of like a vulture. But he had a very, very like distinguished poncho-y cloak that just like kind of like sat on his shoulders, like kind of like an elaborate mantle. Apparently, it was made of some bird from the Deathlands that he killed as a kid. No one knows why. There's a million stories of why he has this, right? It's either a pretender or the real one, but I'm going to tell you that it's the real one. And you tell him to protect, and he just does this sort of nod thing and just kind of goes into the wall, and then like the lantern light of the crow's lantern reinvigorates. Everything's okay, and things kind of return normal. Your breath no longer goes from frosty to normal, and everyone feels at odds, unless you looked at it. Who looked at it? Come on, who would have looked?
I want to say it was a shiny, and thus I probably would have looked because it's a shiny. However, my eyes are still a little bit sore, so
no, they're not. You resisted that
the
shit.
compliment.
Nice try, you little fucking weasel.
So well done. I love it.
I like it, but no. Yeah,
my eyes
cool.
are rolled back in my head.
No,
as I'm
seriously,
doing
like everyone said, like this is real. This is real life. Like in a game, when I say real life, when someone's like, "Don't look," I'm gonna do something that's fucking crazy. You look, right? And now you know why you don't look.
It's a shiny, but I came close to losing my eyes. So I'm probably going to protect them because they're, as aforementioned, my handsome eyes. So,
so you're going to be offered a choice. Looking at this, you can either flee this spot from the sewers and suffer no harm, but get lost from the group and separated as your consequence, or you can take level 2 harm of being shaken from seeing the ghost of Bird. See, Panic, Whip doesn't have to do that anymore because Whip has Compel, and that makes you immune to the ghost that you're summoned. You're no longer scared of the ghost that you summoned. It is very strong. So what do you want to do, Shmooze? Do you run away? Do you stay or do you go?
You must stay. This is my head too.
You had to look. You had to look.
Shiny. It was a shiny. You know, it's sorry. It might be loot. Fuck. No, my handsome eyes are sore, mate. I feel like I would have been like, oh, it's too blinding. Surely, don't weasel me into this. I feel
you can resist.
Yeah, no, I want to resist.
Nah, were you looking?
My eyes were like rolled back in my head while I was summoning.
Yeah, so you didn't see it.
I would have realized because I would have seen out of the corner of my eye a shiny.
This is church when people are like, close your eyes and pray, and you're like, I'm gonna look around.
I would have started to glance, but then again, eyes are still a little they're not like, I'm not blinded, but I'm like, it's still really bright. I would have shielded them. I wouldn't have looked at it, but I wouldn't have looked away. I would have shielded my eyes as opposed to everyone else just fucking eyes roll back, not looking. I would have just done
you're
the
curious.
Shield. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right. So you want to try to reduce the harm here? From
I
not
do.
seeing it directly.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
It's like Raiders of the Lost Ark, right?
I was
Only
going with
a little bit.
Box, but I think yours is much
Bird
better.
Box. Yeah, Bird Box is also solid. That works too.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So it sounds like you're resisting with resolve.
Yes.
Right. Mental will to not look all the way and shield yourself.
All right. Resolve. Let's do it.
Remember, plus 1 die as always.
Yeah, but bonus 1. Let's do it.
Nice. Only 1 stress.
All right. You take no stress, or excuse me, you take 1 stress, but you don't suffer level 2 harm. Instead you take level 1 harm spooked.
Okay.
Or like shaken. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Do we all have to make that same roll?
Only if you looked.
Yeah.
You could say you could say like, I fucking know it. I know what Whip does now, and I am not here for it. Whip does this thing. I don't need to know. I'll keep my eyes closed. But your character might also be like, I want to see what he does.
But because like I was assisting,
if I want to peel back reality, I might want to get a gander, even if it means it costs me, my good vibes. I don't know. What would you do? I'm going to literally summon a ghost.
Yeah, I want to play the game and be like, no, don't look at shit, but Shmooze totally would have. So
it's fine. I love that shit. And you're getting a bunch of experience for doing it. You're going to get 2 experience, which in fact we should probably begin to consider that's probably a good stopping point for the night. As we get into the drilling into the
ghost thing, and he's like, cool, we're going to go do the thing, and then just cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Shit.
Right? Cool. So cliffhanger for the actual heist.
Okay.
Shit, everybody. Let's do some quick experience.
Fuck.
Jesus fuck.
So we don't forget about it.
You have to wait a fortnight to get.
Eve, let's do your experience first, because everything's
we
here.
gotta wait
Okay?
2 weeks. No.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait 2 weeks too.
I hate both you.
Shut up.
Okay, wait, hold on. Y'all are gonna be surrounded.
Tickets
Wait, hold on. Y'all are gonna be surrounded by like millions of dollars worth of streaming stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
You can't tell me you can't call. No, I'm just kidding. Go enjoy PAX. Do the
See, what's so good is that like
It'll be
if
from
you
a
would
bar.
have failed compelling, you'd have had to Bird would have just taken you, your soul, and you'd have been dead. Like it's literally would have just put your soul in a bottle and left, and like you'd be one of the extra little jingling baubles around him.
I got
like that's literally the result of a fail of that roll.
Great.
Yeah.
Fail,
Okay. Just
compel
so you
against
know,
a tier. What is he? Tier 3, Tier 4 ghost.
he is tier 3.
Tier 3 ghost.
You play a ballsy game.
Yeah.
He lives dangerously.
All right, let's do some quick experience, right?
We did it.
Shmooze, did you dress a challenge with deception or influence?
You fucking bet.
Yeah, you get 2 experience for that today, my friend.
Hell yeah.
Did you express your beliefs, drive, heritage, and background?
I think you did. Yeah, I think you did.
Yes,
I'm
you
thinking
fucking
back.
did. What the fuck? You just literally just spoke about this. 2 experience.
exactly.
You're like, absolutely, this got me into harm. I totally
2.
would.
1 or
Right?
2.
2. It was also your plan about your stuff, and I think being real with
Coomer.
was like another big play. Like
God.
I asked you, were you lying? You're like, no, I was actually being completely honest. You let him touch
That
your
was
stuff.
legit.
That's vulnerability. You just express, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you can touch one. Yeah, exactly.
Which is like more than any other person's ever done in their ever. Like that's literally that's like Shmooze's definition of love.
You can touch my one stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's the most you've ever felt. Yeah, absolutely. Did you struggle with your vice or trauma during the session? No.
No.
So cool. 4 experience. Not to mention your desperate rolls. So good job.
Yeah.
Good hustle.
So is that 4 in total?
Yeah, so 4 experience total. You can either put that as playbook experience, or you can drop that into like your resolve or prowess or insight. Level up as
I can't put like directly into run me by it again. I can't put like directly into sway or something, can I?
No, you fill up the clock that's like next. That's where you
Right.
click for resistance rolls. Like once you fill it up, you fill in a dot. That maximum dot rating you have is 3 for your level. So the highest thing you can have is 3.
Oh, the progress clock. Sorry, I see it there.
Not quantity, but in terms of like any given attribute rating. Like Oz's thing is Tinker, right? And Tinker's has 3 in it. Oz can't make or I should say actually Sever can't make 4 yet.
Well, I got 4 then. You've totally lost me on that one, but I'd like to put it into resolve, but I
Yeah, you
can't.
can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
You don't have. So what I'm saying is, so you're gonna put all 4, or I think you need 3 more to level up.
I do. That's why I'm putting 3 in. Yeah.
So you put 3 in, you have 1 left over. That means your attune, command, consort, or sway can go up by 1 dot because nothing is 3. But if your sway was already 3 dots, then you couldn't put up to 4.
It is 3 now.
Or is that just starting character creation?
So you have to. I think there's a special training
I
thing.
doubting
You have
myself?
to have the associated training thing for your crew.
Yeah,
to
it's
be
a
able to
training
go
thing.
to
That's
full
right.
dot.
That's right. The associated training thing. I
That's
knew
like
there was like some.
That's like
that's fine.
for
Okay.
like tier 3 crews that get there.
Yeah, that's what I'm
eventually.
talking about.
Yeah.
It's like this like so late game shit that like I don't remember, but it's irrelevant. Okay, cool. Yeah.
3 in resolve.
So your sway's 3. Yeah, hell yeah, you level up your sway. You sway the shit out of people
Play
today
3.
and last session. Good job.
Thanks,
And you
man.
get to put another one maybe in play.
Oh yeah, brother. Good job. Yeah, good hustle. And you have 1 more for either putting into resolve again or playbook. Whatever you want
So
to do.
I can't actually, even if I max it resolve again, I can't get a 4th in sway, can I? You were saying.
No.
You have to do
You don't
something.
have
without-
the,
not
you
without
don't
us
have the
taking a bunch of
infrastructure. Yeah.
Okay, I need the infrastructure for it. All right, fair enough. You know what? I'm gonna get on playbook advancement because Daredevil is fucking sick. So yeah, I want it.
Cool.
Love
so
it.
work towards it.
Yeah,
Who wants to go
yeah.
next?
I'll go. I definitely addressed a challenge with technical skill.
Oh
Mayhem
yeah,
with the eye blind powder.
Yep.
Is that what? One
experience?
XP? Yeah, I think so because I only did once. Express my beliefs, drives, heritage. Yeah, drives for sure because I was trying to get everybody to listen to Coomer.
Yeah, I was like the entire first half of the show. Like,
Yeah.
like we were goofing with you about the buzzed saw sounds and like you playing with that. It's like totally your character's drives and stuff. Absolutely, is in
And
play
this is
here.
where we nail out the heritage and
You-
background stuff.
You
is
did
with
it
Coomer.
so
Experience for
well
you.
that you
Sure.
made
Yeah.
Fox give up Chalet. Just like, I'm
Yeah,
done.
you literally,
I'm
yeah, you
so-
literally ruined
Next.
Chalet for Fox. It's amazing. Good job.
So 2? You said
Yeah,
for that?
absolutely. I think you were in 2.
Cool. And I didn't struggle with anything as far as vice or trauma or harm or anything like that. So 3 for me.
Yeah.
I have a question. If I boost my finesse is used for range combat, right? Or is that only skirmish?
No, finesse is for like ambushing.
Okay.
If you want to destroy something, it's probably Tinker or Wreck.
But I mean, in terms of like, if I want to shoot guns or
that's typically
blow
hunt.
darts, hunt, really?
Yeah, hunting is typically precision shooting.
Oh, It is. Okay. Interesting. All right. So then instead, yeah, I'm going to I'll just drop 2 points into prowess so I can boost my rec to 3 dots. And then
Good.
I'll start dropping a point into insight.
What a hero.
All right, that's it for me.
I'll go next. I addressed a challenge with tracking or violence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You absolutely did.
Big yes.
Okay.
The mission of getting to the drafts was, I mean, it's your tracking,
Okay.
right? Violence?
I don't think I did anything violent.
No, but one experience for
Yep.
sure.
Express
Two
beliefs.
experience. It's 2.
Yep. I embody that and the struggle with issues from vice or traumas.
You get that every week. It's pretty much guaranteed because you're so fucking good. Like it's
true.
You know, it's not just a gimme. It's just that. Yeah,
That's gonna go on my forever.
You force
forever
like the
roleplay
first
resume.
hour of the show to be this like super dramatic role playing of like forcing everybody to be like, right.
Was that the beginning of the show? That was so
Yeah.
long ago.
I know, right? It feels like it was
It's like-
1700 years ago, but really at the very start of the show, you immediately just come out of the gate swinging with, you know, oh yeah, well, you know the toys that the kids play with, it's not here. It's like, do you notice that or not? It's like, that's what's important to me. I notice it.
Got
And
it.
It's like, that shit's so good. That digs so deep. Like, oh, God. Obviously, Fox can like be a killer,
and
but you
Fox
can
cried.
be brutal. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're an emotional killer.
I got
love
Sever
it.
to stop hurting
She's a cannibal
someone.
and you're the one who just ate your heart out.
Sever stopped hurting someone. Fox cried, and Shmooze offered me one of his things.
Yeah.
Bub wins,
Like, absolutely, two
Bub wins
experience.
blades in the
I'm a
dark.
danger. I'm a danger to this crew.
Did you struggle from issues with your vice or traumas?
Yeah,
Yeah,
obligation.
I
To the
think that kind
kids.
of bleeds in. It's all about the kids. So like that's your vice is your obligation.
It's like
to
my
these
bread and
kids,
butter.
so-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Obligation to
so
the family,
I'm
too.
willing to it. Yeah, totally. Like whenever I say like, oh, you can do this thing, but it will take you a downtime action, or you spend free time doing like making a roll or something and contributing to it. You damn fucking right. You should be saying I get experience for that. I made a roll about it. I did. I had a scene about it.
Right.
Right. That's good shit.
Then I'm good. I'm done.
So you're doing the cool like advanced maneuver of combining things together where your beliefs are part of your vice and you're like, hell yeah. So that works great.
Perfect. I'll take it.
Good job.
Thank you.
Did you unlock anything or are you
No,
good?
I'm like 2 or 3 points. I'm 2 points away from a fourth playbook point.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
I
good.
I don't know what I'm gonna use Vengeful, but I'm gonna use it.
Someday.
So that leaves Whip or Fox.
I'll go because I think I really only have one. You addressed a challenge with violence or coercion, and mine was definitely violence, ripping open that man's rib cage.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I
Does
don't
it
know.
count for 2 instances
but-
of violence because the rooftop and then the flashback to the other one?
Yeah.
Or was
I
it
would
contained
no,
in the
I would
same
I would
plan?
say that's I would say you get 1 experience for no, I'm saying 2. You single-handedly like solved the latter half of the problem. Like that's addressing a challenge, like a capital C challenge. That's why it's worth 2. I don't
Okay.
count it as itemizing your instances. I count them as how important they are. So like I guess you can do it itemized, like if it happens multiple times, and yeah, sure. But also like you literally didn't accept help from anybody and was just like fucking all in, go. Like and did it. So yeah, I think that's worth 2 actually. Because that
Right.
also was like you could die. So yeah, good job.
And yeah,
Did you
I
express
didn't-
your beliefs drives? You are so modest when it comes to this question.
totally is.
And I get it. You're a little bit of a neophyte, but like, seriously, you're great. You were crying over Coomer.
That's nothing.
Crying over Coomer, yeah.
Right?
Yelling,
yeah,
at,
whatever.
yelling at everybody.
I know. Yeah.
You started in the morning. You went to talk to Coomer and you're like, hey bud, like get up, let's go.
Right.
Like,
Like,
you checked
I know-
on your friend.
Yeah, like certain. I know it's sometimes kind of weird to think about being rewarded for role playing, like, and because it's
Yeah,
just something
maybe
that
that's
we
why
do.
I don't see it
right?
like
Yeah,
that every time.
But like no, like this game explicitly calls out the shit that you're doing is like, no, that's awesome. You get experience for it. Good job.
Checked on
Yeah.
Coomer. Good
You
job.
represent your character so well. Yeah, where like you are this fucking bloody, lustful psychopath, but you also have feelings about the people who are very close to you.
Just like real life.
Yeah, just like real life. Yeah.
Just like real life, and that like yeah, it's perfect.
Thank you. Okay. And then I didn't struggle for my vice, so yay.
Not this go.
Okay, so that's me. I'm left.
Oh, I should have taken some stuff off the red sashes we killed. I hate my life.
You can flash back to that. Just keep it and just write. Make yourself a note. Just flash
Yeah,
back
done.
to it.
You want the
Done.
real sashes? Get the real sashes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want
get
the
the
real
real
stuff, and that's
stuff.
totally up my alley. I'd totally nick that. But I wish I'd done in this campaign because, like, that would be struggling with the rice, right? We just murdered people, and I'm looting their bodies for shinies. Ah,
Yeah.
They can't tell it's just a red sash and blood, right?
You address the challenge with calculation or conspiracy. Yeah, like the whole time.
Yeah, you're consistent. Like, well, I'm gonna use my planning to not take any stress. Foresight. That's what it's called.
Yeah, foresight and the ghost thing and the getting on the roof and even the how I dealt with Coomer of like trying to direct everybody to. I mean, I guess it's more beliefs drives heritage background. So I would say 2 for that, and then beliefs drives heritage or background. Giving Coomer the most important thing, and let's go fancy and go heritage by teaching Shmooze.
The Hadrathi.
Hadrathi phrase. So there's 2 for that.
Yeah. Hadrathi slang and customs and stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then issues from your vice traumas during the session. Yeah. Because
Haunted.
I accept. I both did I summon a ghost that was way too powerful for me, using shit that I learned from the gondoliers, who I have an obligation to. But I also accepted the devil's bargain of getting the immortal throne burned into my fucking forehead as well.
It's one experience.
Okay, so 5.
That's gonna be wild to see that for the first time.
But you should have gotten your 2 for the belief stripes and heritage.
Yeah, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1 for.
You
5
already
for
know
me.
that's gonna get back to Bell. The
right?
other crows are gonna.
Oh, they already want to see me.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
yeah, right. Exactly. That's exactly why that was such a good devil's bargain, right? Yeah. So we'll see it.
1, 2.
Wait, you're still shotgun blasted?
Oh yeah.
Did you take that into effect to your roll?
We
We need to get a better job at the harm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's fine. Okay. Because that totally would have affected you in
That's
concentrating.
true. It would have been 1D minus.
All your rolls should have been affected by a shotgun blast, but that's fine.
I think I made 3.
That's okay.
That's my bad. I
Live and
should
learn.
remember
Listen,
that.
this happens all the time in Blades. Is that people forget harm? This thing.
Yeah, even
It's not-
level 1 has
'cause-
like less effect.
Yeah, because it's one of those things where it's like it's technically on the players. It's like I can't have everyone's character sheet open, like following it, and it's also those things that like sometimes doesn't come up, and I forget to ask as a GM. Right,
I'm gonna
so
make myself a note on my character sheet that
Yeah.
just says harm in all caps.
Yeah. Right.
I think
Okay.
Shmooze still has shotgun blasted as well for level
I
1.
do. Yep.
Oh, noted. Okay, that should have reduced effects, but that's fine. Again, it's like whatever. It's still on your sheet. I just forgot.
It's a very
and I didn't ask.
daring
Yeah.
episode, yeah. And then crew experience, right?
Yep, the last one.
Executed a successful battle, extortion, sabotage, or smash and grab. Does the first part of the plan count as a battle, or since we're still
Absolutely
in
is
the
a battle.
is it not
It's a battle.
successful? Yeah, but is it successful yet if we haven't finished it?
Yeah, you succeeded the first part of it, right? Yeah.
And because it was such a
Phase
what would
1
make-
was getting to the sewers. Phase 2 now is breaking through the sewers. Phase 3,
Right.
phase 3 is getting,
okay.
right.
What's the difference in that for you as a GM between 1 and 2? Because our battle was so successful, considering like we've done an ambush before and it almost killed all of us, and this time we basically just murdered everybody, and it shows like a group growth.
Yeah, but this wasn't a homegrown operation. This was just like this was you helping. You're just being a small little wheel in the giant cog of the crows. So like that's why I
Fun
don't
for
think
that.
it's necessarily your crew. Like if you found this job and organize the job and execute the whole thing, I feel like that's when you get more experience.
1 for that. Contend with challenges above your current station. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
because they're higher tier. I don't know if the crows and the red sashes count because they're all higher than us. So if we just get one for that,
Just one.
okay. Bolster crew's reputation to develop a new one.
Yeah, you're definitely bolstering
Daring?
your daring for sure.
So one for that.
Yeah.
And then express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew. I feel like we get 2 for this one because we just
you
did
guys
some
are a mess. Yeah.
So
About
5.
what it means, and it's for the kids, and you're all promising it's for the kids. Like the book, like the whole scene about the book is this, right? Like what to do with the book. It's like that's like totally your cruise.
You guys get all the experience. You're just a mess. You don't need experience. You need a therapist. That's what you need.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
Yeah. What was that? What was I said before the show started? The best way to reduce stress is
trauma.
by
Trauma?
taking trauma.
Yeah.
I reduce stress by taking traumas.
3 more
Okay.
experience, we get a new crew ability.
Perfect.
Just got 5.
Well, let's round ourselves out here
Yeah.
and let everybody know where we're at, where we can be found, and then we'll go do our after show so everybody can skedaddle off. So let's start with our storyteller, Eric. Tell us about you, buddy. Where can we find you these days? What are you doing?
Oh, thank you. Thanks everybody. I'm Eric. I'm EricVulgaris everywhere. Thankfully, it's on the doobly-doo below me. Yeah, I'm a work for Roll20. I'm their business analyst, but also I am a part-time streamer. I'm doing a lot of role-playing games at the moment. So besides Blades in the Dark, I am running a cool game called Pendragon, which is basically heroic King Arthur / Crusader Kings kind of style of game where you ultimately end up playing your children. So it's really fun. And other than that, I'm designing a game like Escape from Tarkov. So it's gonna be real fun.
I'm stoked.
Me.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Perfect. Next, we've got Geef. What you doing, man? Where can we find you these days?
Hey guys, you can find me below twitch.tv/Geef and Twitter at Geef Shout because Geef was taken and I thought I was going to do shout casting. Never did, but the name stuck, unfortunately. So here we are, and it's printed on 500 plus business cards, which I don't want to change. I am a Twitch broadcaster and voice actor, which is pretty cool. I have a game that I'm in that will be released later this year, which I can't possibly tell you about, but trust me, you'll play it.
Nice.
I'm absolutely loving this series, and I hope to do more of them. I'll be on live later sometime today with a special event for the Hunt Showdown 2nd year anniversary, and I will be streaming at 3 a.m. my time, which is disgusting. It's 4 p.m. now. So yeah, that's me. That's what I do, and that's where you can find me.
Nice.
Thanks, guys.
Next, we got Lily. Lily girl, what are you doing these days? Where can we find you?
Hi, my name's LillyVinnily, and I'm a full-time creative variety broadcaster. That means I do creative stuff like cosplay design, Lego building, and digital art. Do a lot of fitness stuff, and I play a butt ton of games and other things. Literally anything that catches my interest. But I'm all about the strange, the weird, and the unusual, and just being your perfectly imperfect self. And you can find me down below at this very, very long link, and it's the same as my Twitter handle. So, you know, that my page, when you go there to go click the nice little heart button, if you scroll down, you can definitely like the Twitter, the Instagram, which is a thirst trap, and like all the other nice little things. You know, it's gonna
The OnlyFans.
soon.
Perfect. Perfect. Oz, you're next. Tell us about you. What are you doing? Where can we find you?
Everybody, I'm Oz. You can find me on Twitter at OZZKORE. And you can also check out our channel here on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of them are called Shadowcasters Network. We've been playing the official tabletop RPG for the Leverage TV show, which has been really fun. And actually next week, our channel, not me, but our channel is going to be starting 2 new games. We're doing Kids on Bikes, and we're also doing the Demi-Humans playtest. Demi-Humans is a game by Robert Bowl, who designed Misspent Youth. And yeah, that one's going to be really cool. You play as a bunch. They're playing as a bunch of like fantasy races that are not humans outside of a human encampment, trying to not get screwed by humans.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. We got Panic. Tell us about you, buddy.
That's
Where can
me.
we find
Hi,
you these days?
hello. I'm PanikKontrol. You can find me on Twitter and on Twitch at PanikKontrol. 2 Ks, no Cs. Lily. Please remember that.
But I can't hear you. That C is really, really loud at the end of your name.
Yeah. It's a hard C. No. So, yeah, I cast, let's see, what, 3 days a week, usually Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. I'm supposed to in a bit, but I might just be taking the night off. We've been playing Ori in the Blind Forest, which has been super cool. My first time ever playing it blind. It's been fucking great. It's been awesome. You can find me here, obviously, every Thursday. And yeah, day job as a game person thing in the industry. And yeah, I don't know, just come on by. Follow me on Twitter. Come by late night on Twitch. Whatever. We'll hang out, play games, have fun. Anybody's welcome just to come spend time.
Perfect. And last but not least, guys, it's me. I'm here. I do this sometimes. But while you're already here and you're probably following me, if you haven't, do that. But then go follow the rest of these amazing broadcasters because they deserve it. Their streams are incredible. They're great people, and they deserve all of the attention that you can provide. So we're going to go ahead and wrap